We're here at the Kyneton outdoor fitness equipment, and I'm Tracy and this is Kim, and we're going to be taking you through an advanced exercise program that you could do on this equipment. So this is for people who are already exercising quite a lot and want to mix up their program, so something a little bit different and challenging. So to get started, we need to do a warm-up, and that's just a nice gentle stroll along this beautiful river for about 10 minutes, and then we'll get back into the exercises on the equipment. Advanced sit to stand. So we'll start sitting on the bench and crossing our arms and bringing one leg out, and you're raising up quite powerfully through that thigh. It's a little bit wobbly, that's okay, take your time, and if you need to, pop your hands down. Otherwise, you're doing about up to 10 on one leg and then 10 on the other leg. Well done. Push-ups. So using the multi-bench, we're going to step away, make sure our body's nice and lined, and we're using those tummy muscles to support. Just very slowly lowering in, and then as you breathe out, pressing away from the bench. And up to 10 of those exercises would be great. Walking lunges. So this exercise is walking forward in a lunge, so take your time to do that step and drop into the lunge. Keeping our knee back from travelling over the foot and our posture very upright. So about 10 of those steps forward and then return, and 10 back in your program today. Fantastic. Lat pull down. Holding the grips before you sit down and just making sure that you've got your back nice and aligned, nice and tall, and you're drawing the machine towards you, which makes the seat lift up. In this program for advanced, we'd like you to hold at the top for about 3 seconds and then lower yourself back down very slowly, and do that about 10 times. Step ups. So just standing a reasonable distance from the bench, you're going to be climbing up on one foot and then back down on the other, and then you'll swap sides. If it's quite high for you, you can use your hands on your thighs to help with the effort, and making sure the whole foot is placed on the bench rather than hanging off a little bit. Keep it nice and safe and really drive through that foot that's stepping up first. Fantastic. Seated dips. So holding on to the grips and just making sure that your feet come out a little bit, and you're going to end up in a seated type of position as you lower your body weight down. So nice and controlled, no lower than 90 degrees around that elbow, and keeping your bottom as close to the back of the bench as possible, driving up each time. And 10 of those repetitions would be great. Optional extra, or to progress, is to bring those feet further and further away, but still maintain the drop through the seat being close to the bench. A lot more load, so a lot more drive as you push through. Fantastic. Sit-ups. So using the sit-up bench, we're going to sit on the side and then swing our legs into position. And we're tucking our feet under the end plate and crossing our arms and very slowly lowering back. And then as you breathe out, tummy nice and braced, bringing yourselves up in that sit-up position. So you don't have to go all the way down. Go to a position where you know you're going to come up with some effort, but no pain or strain. So make sure you're engaging the core and potentially breathing out as you lift up. And 10 repetitions of that exercise, nice and controlled and in a slow action.
After conducting our exercise programs, it's important that we do a stretch afterwards. So we're going to stretch our quadriceps to start off with. So just standing up nice and tall. If you need, just grab a pole or something to support you, and bending that leg behind you, grabbing onto your toe and trying to squeeze it as close as you can towards your bum. And holding that for about 20 seconds before repeating it on the other side. So you feel a nice stretch along the front of your thigh muscle there. Perfect. Next we're moving into a hamstring stretch. So placing that leg out straight in front of you, bending the other leg, the heel stays on the ground, bending that toe, flexing it up towards you, really stretching out the back of the thigh there. So this will get a nice deep stretch through the hamstring, and swapping sides, holding for about 20 seconds on each side. So to stretch out our shoulder, we just want to grab onto a pole and just slightly press that shoulder forward. So it's a very slight movement, but you'll feel that stretch within your shoulder as you feel that resistance. Good, so just pressing that chest forward, stretching out that shoulder and the rotator cuff, and swapping sides, holding for about 20 seconds. So to stretch out our side muscles, you just want to be standing with your feet about hip width apart, reaching your hands up nice and straight above your head and bringing your body over to your side. Good, making sure there's a nice deep stretch down here. Holding that for about 20 seconds before returning back to the center and alternating sides. Perfect. Right, to stretch out your upper back, you want to be standing nice and tall with your feet hip width apart. Have your hands clasped together in front of you, arms nice and straight, and then just bend that upper back, curving that spine, dropping that head below between those shoulders, and holding for about 20 seconds. Great work on completing this program today. Don't forget you can come down at any time and utilize this great equipment, and go and enjoy your day.